Hi everybody, it's Linda. I have come and making this video to share with you one of my latest journals, and this one is going to be called Enchanted Forest. Why the name is because all of the paper inside is from Graphic 45 Enchanted Forest paper pack, 12 by 12 paper pack, and she has 192 pages. She's a complete 6 by 9, and it's the hardwood cover. Covered it in 100% heavy duty linen, and then I dry painted it over with creams and whites to get this worn look. You can see it here better on the back. Got a little 2 1/4 inch spine, and then here on the front I layered some cardstocks together, and I've sewn it here with a tiny crisscross sewing. And then I have this fabulous, I think this cute as all get out, this little fairy sitting in a little cherry tree, I guess is what it looks like to me. And so he had all of the colors that I was looking for to put on this journal, and so that's why he got chosen as the lead on the cover. And this came from a book of I forgot her name, but I got it off of eBay, of fairies in garden fairies. And then on the corners I took the same heavy cardstock here and embellished the corners. And then on the back it has the exposed binding, and I use the Irish linen, wax linen, and I got one of my colors that coordinates with that. And you can see here along the edges how I made it look more worn and vintage looking. And then here on the back I did the same on the corners, and then I have a little bit of Graphic 45's fairies and princesses here with the stamps, and then I layered that and sewed it on the machine. And then you can see she has 6 signatures, and here's the bottom. And I did some sewing here, and I left all of the threads that you can see top and bottom, more of them here. Quite a bit of sewing for me. And then and the tie is a black seam binding. And so let's open her up and see what we got. And here, it's just beautiful paper. I mean, Graphic 45 does wonderful, wonderful paper. So here I chose, it's not Graphic 45 here, it was just something that has been on my desk for quite a while. I don't know where it came from, but it was a 12 by 12. It wasn't any of our Etsy artists. And so I put that covered up with that, and then I had this large triangle striped pocket which matches the stripe here and all around. And again, that is not Graphic Fairy, that was another 12 by 12 pack. And then in that I have a big fat tag that's all over our blank on the back side, and then another one. And then these really, I think, unique envelopes. And it has a bronze charm here, which is like a clock, and then a little bit of twine, and then it's velcroed. And then I left this empty for whomever buys this can put in it whatever they want. But here's the back side. It's just really cute. And then it just goes right in there. And then we start off with the Enchanted Forest Graphic Fairy sheet. And the back side. You know, all a Graphic Fairy is double-sided. And then we have a tracing paper, and then a little script that you can read. It's just beautiful script, antique type writing, and that's a cardstock. And I left the back of it blank where you can write on it. And then, you know, one of my favorites is my porch prints, line and blank pages that you'll see almost in every one of my journals. And so here that is, my porch prints, and you can find her on Etsy. And then we have a tea stain cardstock. It's one of my art papers. It's heavier than a cardstock. And then a tea stain, and then an old music page, and then graphic fairy again. And then here we have one of my pocket folios, and you have 6 of these, and each one of them has 2 pockets, so you've got 12 pockets in the journal by these folios. And then in each one I made another journal, and I decorated it on the front. And then this is some heavy cardstock. This came with the package, Enchanted Forest by Graphic 45. And then I picked out some color cardstocks that went with the theme of all the papers and put in there. So what you ended up with would be 8 pages, 4 sheets, so it'd be 16 writing surfaces that you have in each one of these little journals. And then I put a little stamp there with a princess on it. So you got 6 of these in the journal. Each one of them has a different color combination, but they're made exactly the same. They're machine sewn right down the center for you to use as you wish. And then you can put it in or leave them out and add something else. Now this one, I did not put anything in that one. I thought that the owner could add her or his taste to what they wanted to save in here. And then that's the back of that. And then the back of the music page. And then here's the tea stain, the art paper. And there's where you see the enchanted, and then here's the forest there. Really vivid colors in this, wonderful colors. And you know, Graphic Fairies cardstock is just as heavy as Tim Holtz, another Graphic Fairy. See, this is where I'm getting all my colors on the outside, is these colors, and the cover color is all throughout this. So my linen just went right with these colors. So now I think you've seen all of the specialties, and so just enjoy the beautiful prints here. And then see, here's the another. It's just the same colors, but they're just in different order, but all these are different. And these are those stationary note cards that you can buy off of Amazon and write and send to somebody. But like I said in another video, I really don't use those that way anymore, so I've been using them in my journals for you to enjoy. And here's the fairies and the princesses and all of that. And this is my latest batch of my tea stain papers. I tried to make them a little bit lighter. My husband said that I was getting a little bit too dark with my staining. Now this is Nick the Booksmith's. Every time I see this, I know that's her page. And this is a 12 by 12 pack that I have that's really nice cardstock, but it has all that vintage writing and notes and letters on it. So you have 2 of those art pages right here. that have been tea stained. Tracing paper again. Some sewing. And another journal. Little journal to take or to leave. Each one of these have a different journaling card on, and each one of them has a different stamp on the back. I did not want to get into doing a lot of different things on these pages. I wanted you to have all the space in the world to write. See, this is light enough here that you can still write on it. You can see the spine down in here. I didn't mention that has been reinforced with the canvas cloth while I was making it. Nick the Booksmith again. Sewing. My Porch Prints dictionary page. Another journal. Nice summer colors. Another journal. Another dictionary page, the P's, and the other one was the T's. And then here is another journal. And we got the L dictionary page. And here is the back. It's identical to the front, but I did put this green touch on there. And you've got the same type of ephemera here. You've got a big fat tag, and then you've got that, and then you've got a different special envelope. And it's got a bronze medal here and Velcro closing. I don't know when I made these, but I've had them sitting on my desk up in one of the layers that is above me, and I have pulled things out to use them, and then all of a sudden these were up front in front of my face. And so you've got a nice loose moving when you're writing. This makes it easier for you to hold, and write in with all these bulky pages. I mean, there's a lot of cardstocks in here, which creates more, but you can see it's not an alligator mouth by any means. You still got plenty of room to stuff it with whatever that you wish. So that's it for me today and for this week, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Just drop me a line and let me know. And for all of the newcomers, thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And all my old friends out there, hello, and I hope that you're doing well. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.